Good evening, softball fans. Welcome to Great Kills Little League on Staten Island in the great state of New York, where we are in the midst of pool play in the 10U Little League Regional Tournament. It is both the Mid-Atlantic region and the New England region working their way towards potential representation for the Eastern region in the 10U Softball Little League World Series. We've had a whole host of games starting at 9 o'clock this morning, and we are ending with a 7 p.m. matchup between Connecticut and Massachusetts. It's Milford versus Canton, and things are about to get interesting, folks. Let me set the scene just a little bit. Massachusetts, they lost to Maine, who are currently sitting atop the New England regional standings. That game was a 12-2 final score. Maine has been very dominant throughout this pool play. Meanwhile, Connecticut, they are 1-0. They beat Rhode Island 5-0. So Massachusetts looking for their first win. Connecticut looking to stay undefeated, trying to challenge Maine for that top spot. The standings look like this. Maine, like I said, at the top, 3-0. They've only allowed 4 runs throughout their 3 games. Connecticut, 1-0 at second place. Massachusetts, 0-1. Rhode Island and Vermont, both sitting at 0-2. Sorry, folks, it's been a long day. Anyway, both of these teams have one more game that they will be playing on Monday. Massachusetts will face off against 0-2 Rhode Island. Connecticut will face off against 0-2 Vermont. So this game is a middle of the standings showdown within the New England region. Important ramifications for the eventual regional tournaments. The home team for today's game is Connecticut. So they are out in the field. They've got white jerseys with blue and yellow trimming. Massachusetts, they've also got white jerseys with green trimming. So it's a white-on-white matchup. First pitch misses the zone for ball 1, and things are underway. On the mound for Connecticut is Avery Czeklinski, number 15. She is facing off against the leadoff batter from Massachusetts, Hadley Tompkins, number 11, the left fielder. She's behind 1-2. That delivery skips into the glove of the catcher, Trice. Count is now even. Can we see some offense early on here? 2-2 delivery. It's high for ball 3. So full count to the first batter here. Again, Massachusetts searching for their first win. They surrendered 12 runs to Maine. Can they keep the tally lower in this competition? Only time will tell. Here's the payoff pitch. It's off the plate, I suppose, for ball 4. To be honest, that pitch looked like it was right down the pipe. But the umpire says no. So it's a walk to Hadley Tompkins to start off the game. That will bring up Lennon Metlock, the shortstop. The umpires are going to have a conversation, I suppose. That gives us a moment to go down the lineup. So Hadley Tompkins, of course, the left fielder, batted first. Currently up is Lennon Metlock, shortstop, followed by Riley Singleton at third. Gabby Holtzman, the first baseman, in the cleanup spot. Behind her, Elle Weber, second baseman. Mila Yu, the pitcher. Callista Doherty at right field. Caitlin Yandek, extra hitter. Charlotte Staples, the catcher. Tilly Roche, extra hitter. Ella Thang, the center fielder. And then Penny Stewart. It's 12 batters in total. But for now, it's London Metlock. She takes a big cut, the first pitch, and misses for strike one. I wonder what those umpires were talking about. Unfortunately, we're not privy to the content of those conversations. Delivery is just off the plate from Avery Chekalinsky. Chekalinsky goes down. I'm not sure what happened there, folks. I took a brief look down, and I look up, and the bases are empty, and there's 2 outs. Not sure what happened there, folks. Maybe the umpire's conversation meant a batter was ruled out. We'll get some information between innings. I think that's a strikeout for Metlock, and it's a strikeout for Singleton as well. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm going to go check in with the scorers table. But for now, the top of the first inning has come to a close. Scoreless from Massachusetts. Connecticut can get out to an early lead here after these commercials.
K&S Industrial is your all-in-one supply and tool store for commercial, industrial, and domestic industries. A leader in HVAC supply stores, K&S provides various building and maintenance supplies for office buildings, industrial plants, schools, homes, and more. We also specialize in getting our customers hard-to-find items. If you're looking for HVAC supply stores that also offer anything else you might need, look no further than K&S Industrial. If they make it, we'll get it. K&S Industrial.
All right, folks. Well, we missed the first play of that bottom of the first inning. It was a bunt single by Chloe Trice, the catcher. So she is on first base. And now she will advance the second off the wild pitch from Mila Yu. We did hear from some rules experts on exactly what happened in that top of the first exchange, as Chloe Trice has already made it to third base. Wow, she is slippery. Another pitch in the dirt. Trice not going anywhere on this occasion. So Mila Yu already in some trouble. Another pitch in the dirt, and it's a walk to Callie Zayas. That will bring up Chekalinsky, the pitcher. So a rough start for Mila Yu, struggling to find the zone. Zayas will steal on the first pitch, and there won't be a throw. So runners on second and third, nobody out for Chekalinsky. Opportunity to score the first runs of the game here. Pitch in the dirt, gets past. And that, I believe, puts the count at 2-0. We haven't even had an opportunity to break down exactly what happened in the top of the first. So what happened there, folks, is Tompkins reached first and then turned the corner just slightly, and it was enough to activate the rule in which you have to run if you take that turn towards second. She did not run. She went back, and that means she was ruled out, and that was immediately followed by Metlock striking out. Now up to bat is Gregory after Chekalinsky was walked. So now the bases are loaded. Nobody out. Mila Yu has got to find something. Gregory comes up empty once again. So Yu is now ahead 1-2. Can she put Riley Gregory away? First baseman. That's in there for a called strike 3. Huge strikeout for Mila Yu. She was struggling to get underway, but that will help smooth things out just a little bit. Still a rocky road to the end of the first. Now it's Devin Durand. And now you're thinking to yourself, wait a second. Shouldn't Devin Durand be in Houston right now? No. Devin Durand is here in Great Kills, playing softball. Skips that pitch in. Well scooped by the catcher, Staples. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls that one off. Skips off a pole. And I believe stayed on the correct side of the netting. 1-2, pitch is high. So Mila Yu put herself in some trouble after allowing a leadoff single to Chloe Trice and then a pair of walks to Callie Zayas and Avery Cheklinski. But she managed a strikeout, and now she's ahead of Devin Durand. She's doing a good job of staying in the at-bat, protecting the plate. 2-2. Grounded back to the pitcher, past the glove of Yu. Fielded cleanly by the shortstop, Metlock. She opts to go to first. That is the safe choice, and she gets the force out. May have jammed her finger there. Nevertheless, it's an RBI for Devin Durand. And now they're saying the runner may not have stepped on home. Umpire says she did. So runners on second and third now as Chloe Trice comes in to score. That gives Connecticut the early lead here in the first inning. Zayas advances to third, Cheklinski to second. And now it's Haley Hoggett. She gets one past Metlock. It's short, and that is into left field. Zayas scores. Cheklinski's right behind her. It's a 2-run single for Haley Hoggett. Mila Yu was so close to escaping this first inning with minimal damage. But now 3 runs have come home to score, and we're not done quite yet. Hoggett stands on first. She's got a pair of RBI. And now it's Emelise Villa Alicia. She takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Tough play for the Massachusetts shortstop Lennon Metlock. She was right there, but it snuck underneath her glove. It was a hard hit ball regardless. Villa Alicia takes a cut at that fastball and fouls it back. So Mila Yu now behind, I should say in front, 1-2. Another foul ball. Villa Alicia staying in there. Massachusetts already with a mountain to climb. Got to keep that mountain as small as they can. That pitch gets behind the catcher. Throw down is not in time. Haley Hoggett takes second base. Two-two count now. Mila Yu trying to keep it at 3. That pitch is high, goes to the backstop again. This time Hoggett won't move. Here in the evening matchup. It's another walk. And Villa Alicia will take her base. She was unsure of it for a second, but yes, that was ball 4. So now runners on first and second. It's Vivian Hayward, the 8th batter of this inning. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Good location by Mila Yu. Check swing. Did she go around? No, she did not. Mila Yu still searching for a route out. She gets the outside corner again. And now it is 1-2. 1 strike away from bringing the first inning to a close. Skips that pitch. It gets past, and both runners will advance. Throw to third. Skips past to Singleton. No further damage, but the runners advance. Hoggett now on third. Villa Alicia on second. Connecticut threatening more. 2-2, Mila Yu has got to rein it in here. Finds the bottom of the zone, strike 3. So Mila Yu gets out of the jam, but only after Connecticut plates 3. It's an early lead for Connecticut heading into the second inning. Massachusetts will hope to respond. All that after our commercial break here on PDF Sports Network. Top of the second now. Massachusetts back up to bat, and now they're down by 3, so they've got to get the offense going. Avery Chekalinsky trying to keep Massachusetts in check. First up to bat is Gabby Holtzman, the first baseman. It was an unorthodox 1-2-3 top of the first. We very quickly jumped from 0 outs to 2. It wasn't a double play, but it was a base running mistake from Hadley Tompkins. It's a 2-2 count now to Holtzman. That's low for ball 3. Talk all the time on this broadcast about the importance of responding after you've conceded some runs to give your team more momentum. And Holtzman works a leadoff. What she thought was yes, it was. It was a leadoff walk for Holtzman. She wasn't so sure about it. Confused the broadcaster for a second. We've had a couple of instances there where players are not sure whether they've been walked or not. Weber takes a cut at a low fastball. It's L. Weber. It's a good start for Massachusetts, getting a leadoff base runner. What can they do with that? So Weber quickly behind 0-2. Connecticut yet to allow a run so far. They're hoping to continue that streak, and that's strike 3 for L. Weber. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the day for Chekalinsky. So 1 out, 1 on for Mila Yu, the pitcher. Well, something we've seen quite often in today's games is pitchers helping themselves out at the plate. We saw it just last game with Ella Marchese. We saw it in the Maine versus Vermont game with Natalie McCurdy. And we also saw it in the New Jersey versus Pennsylvania game with Evie Scott. Can Mila Yu add herself to that list? She could use the boost right now. Check swing doesn't matter. It's a called strike 3. So Mila Yu goes down on strikes. It's number 4 on the day for Cheklinski. That brings up Callista Doherty. Gabby Holtzman still standing on first. 1-0 here. Cheklinski looking confident. Catches the top of the zone with that fastball. 1-1. It's a intra-regional matchup here. New England. Even though the pool play is crossover, most of the games have been contained within a single region. In there for a called strike 3. Callista Doherty never lifts her bat off of her shoulder and pays the price for doing so. So Massachusetts unable to respond to Connecticut's 3-run first inning rally, and we will head to the bottom of the second. Score is still 3-0. We will head to commercial ahead of the bottom of the second. See you soon. Bottom of the second inning here at Great Kills Little League, where we have our final matchup of the day. It's Connecticut versus Massachusetts. And Connecticut, the home team, they are already up 3-0. And they can now expand their lead with some more offense here. They had an explosive first inning. 8 batters made it up to the plate. And that leaves us off with Kinsley Persico, the third baseman. Just as a reminder, in Massachusetts' first game, they were subjected to the run rule courtesy of Maine, the most dominant team in this tournament so far, statistically speaking at least. Maine have already completed their pool play games, but many teams are still yet to do so. We still have a round of Monday games following the rest day tomorrow, which includes a home run derby, skills competition, as well as a Staten Island Ferry Hawks game. Persico takes a loose swing at the fastball, comes up empty. It's a full count. We mentioned it in an earlier broadcast. The Ferry Hawks Stadium, beautiful stadium with an amazing view of Manhattan. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. A much-needed strikeout from Mila Yu. And that might put her back on track for a smooth outing. If she wants to guide Massachusetts back into this game, she's got to hold Connecticut at bay. The 1-0 is high and outside. Missing again is Mila Yu, so it's 3-0. This is Sophia Arias. Extra hitter number 31. 3-0 pitch is skipped in. It's ball 4. Mila Yu follows up the strikeout with a 4-pitch walk. So she's still feeling it out. And you know it's difficult mentally when you struggle in the first inning. Your confidence begins to waver, especially at this age. And with this amount of pressure in a regional tournament. So, Mila Yu certainly deserving of grace, and it's only a 3-run lead. There's still plenty of softball to be played. Meanwhile, that pitch gets away from the catcher, Staples, allowing Arias to advance to second. That is hit softly to short, fielded by Metlock, throws over to first in time for the out. Clean defense for Massachusetts. Well played by Metlock to deliver that ball in time. It was softly hit. And now there are 2 down and a runner on third. It is Skylar Usey. I see. Do you see? My apologies, folks. This is what you get for our end of today broadcast. It's all the silly jokes. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. Does Usey, and now it's 1-1. Cheklinski trying to keep a 0. Ball skips past Metlock and into second base is Usey for an RBI 2-out double. And just like that, the ball gets away and Usey gets an extra base. A double for Usey, even though she ends up on third. I said Cheklinski before the pitch was delivered. I meant Milieu. And we are back up to the top of the batting order. It's an RBI double. Just when you thought Milieu had a route right out of this inning, Connecticut just will not help her out. And we're back to Chloe Trice. Chloe Trice led off for Connecticut. She bunted into a single, and in the blink of an eye was standing on third base. Swings and misses at the off-speed pitch. That is strike 3. So Milieu, it does bring the second inning to a close, but not before Connecticut tacks on another. It's 4-0 in favor of the home team when we return. Third inning action here on PDF Sports Network. Top of the third inning here at Great Kills Little League on Staten Island in New York, where we have a 10U softball matchup in this regional tournament. It is Massachusetts versus Connecticut. Connecticut have the 4-run advantage. Massachusetts yet to register a hit in this competition. Caitlin Yandek is up at bat looking to buck that trend. Avery Cheklinski is dealing so far after walking the first batter in the second inning. She struck out 3 in a row and is now looking confident out there in the pitching circle. She's ahead of Yandek 1 and 2. Yandek takes a wild hack at that high fastball, fouls it off. So it's still 1 and 2. Yandek defending the plate. Cheklinski looking to attack. Misses the outside corner there, 2 and 2. Following Yandek, it will be Charlotte Staples and Tilly Roche. Connecticut has already scored more runs in this game than Massachusetts has scored in this tournament. Granted, that was only one game. Plenty of more time to make up the difference, but that will be strike 3 to Caitlin Yandek. That's 4 consecutive strikeouts for Cheklinski. We've seen a lot of impressive pitching performances today with high strikeout numbers. Just an hour or so ago, Avery Curry struck out 15 batters in a losing performance for Maryland against New York. And Natalie McCurdy struck out 14 for Maine against Vermont. Not to mention Dottie Green on the other side of that had 11 Ks. Down on strikes again is Charlotte Staples, just like that. So the streak continues to 5 in a row. What can Tilly Roche bring to the table? Massachusetts desperately in need of a spark. Will they get it here? Fastball speeds right by Roche. And she's behind 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Skips it in just low and outside. Cheklinski looking very comfortable there in the circle. She's in her element. Roche fouls it off. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Delivery from Cheklinski. Missed the plate. Might have been low. The count is now full. Cheklinski hoping for a 1-2-3 inning. Can she get it? Yes, she can. Roche goes down on strikes. That's 6 consecutive batters retired via the strikeout for Avery Cheklinski. Massachusetts unable to register a hit so far in that inning. And for now, that's the last. I'll mention that trend. Do not want to jinx anything. We will take a commercial break, and when we come back, it will be bottom of the third, Connecticut looking to build once more upon their 4-run lead here on the PDF Sports Network. Bottom of the third in this softball matchup between Massachusetts and Connecticut. The home team already in front and can jump out even farther with a rally in this third inning. It's Callie Zayas to start us off. And Milieu wasting no time. Pitching with efficiency. It's 1-1. Zayas was walked in the first inning. Did not come around to score. Oh. Nice defensive play by Metlock at shortstop, but the throw gets away from Holtzman. Zayas wastes no time. Ends up on second base. That will be an E6. Really nice stop by Metlock, but she couldn't put the throw on target. And so Zayas is on base for the second time this evening. I said just before that she didn't score. She did. She scored in the first. And now it is the pitcher, Avery Cheklinski. She also walked in the first inning. Runner on second, now on third. Zayas with the evasion, grabbing that extra base. And now just about any ball in play from Cheklinski will bring her home. 2-1. Cheklinski is early on the off-speed pitch. Good change in velocity from Milieu. Swing and a miss from Cheklinski. It's a strikeout. Milieu doing good work. Staples having a check over Callie Zayas, making sure that she doesn't try anything. 1 on and 1 out for Riley Gregory. First pitch is just outside for ball 1. Gregory takes a big cut at the high fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. One thing that Mila Yu has been doing well is the strikeout. That pitch goes to the backstop, but ends up quickly back in Staples' glove. We've consistently seen throughout this game how hard it is to score from third on a pass ball. This ball's skied into right center field. Ranging over is Thang, but she won't make the catch. Can't locate the ball as Zayas comes in to score, and Gregory rounds second and ends up on third. So close to making a running catch was Thang, but she just could not make it there in time. Ends up as an RBI triple for Riley Gregory. 5th run of the game for Connecticut. So Callie Zayas reaches on an error and ends up costing Massachusetts. And now they've got another runner on third, still only 1 out. Mila Yu has worked through a lot of adversity here, and she's got more on her plate. Gets the big swing and a miss from Devin Durand. Great performance in the 2017 NBA Finals. I promise that's the last one. It's 2-2 now. Mila Yu trying to get the second out of this inning. That ball's low. After Durand, it will be Haley Hoggett, who had an RBI single in the first. Mila Yu with the 3-2 pitch. In there for a called strike 3. 6th strikeout of the day for Yu. Yes, Yu. And now with a runner on third and 2 out, it's Haley Hoggett. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. 0-1. Popped directly up. I'm not sure if that bounced off the fencing or what. I think that must have been what happened. 0-2 pitches outside. Mila Yu looking to get out of this inning with only 1 run. Ground ball hits Yu in the midsection. Coming over is Metlock, but she won't get there in time. It was a good effort from Metlock to try and pick up that loose ball. But by the time she arrived, Hoggett was already on first. It's an infield single and an RBI as Riley Gregory comes in to score. It's Connecticut's 6th of the game. And unfortunately, it's bad luck for Mila Yu, who hasn't pitched nearly as poorly as the box score would suggest. It's our first defensive conference for Massachusetts. That has now come and go. And now it is Emelise Villa Alicia. She walked in the first inning. Ended up at second base by the time the inning came to a close. That pitch was swung on and missed. Ended up at the backstop. Haley Hoggett takes advantage. Steals second base. So it's 0-1 to Villa Alicia. Takes a cut there, fouls it off. Milieu searching for an end to this inning. She's ahead on Villa Alicia. Can she get it done this time? Off-speed pitch gets her. It's another strikeout for Milieu, and that brings the third inning to a close. 6-0 Connecticut after 3. When we return, fourth inning action here at Great Kills Little League. Top of the fourth inning here, and Massachusetts desperately in need of some offense here. It will be Ella Thang starting it off. She squared up to bunt for the first pitch, but took it back. It was ball one. Again squared up, but this time the pitch found the zone. Avery Cheklinski getting long breaks between her time in the pitching circle. She's looking to continue a streak of 6 consecutive batters struck out. Very impressive performance so far from the Connecticut pitcher. 2-1 delivery incoming. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. Thang frustrated with herself for swinging at that pitch. She knows that that is out of the zone. 2-2 now. Delivery is low. Full count. Boy, could Massachusetts use a leadoff base runner here. They won't care how it comes. Ball 3. No, the scoreboard wasn't correct. It was ball 4. So Ella Thang works a leadoff walk. It's exactly what Massachusetts needed. It's the first walk issued today by Avery Cheklinski. And now, with nobody out and a runner on first, it's Penny Stewart. She squares to bunt, pulls away. It was too late, though. That's a strike. After Penny Stewart, it's back to the top of the order for Hadley Tompkins. Tompkins did walk to lead off the game, but then was ruled out for turning towards second and not going. Pitch gets away from the catcher, Trice. Thang will advance to second without a throw. So the leadoff runner now in scoring position. If Penny Stewart can put this in play, Ella Thang will have a chance of scoring. Pulls back on the bunt again. It's another called strike. It's 3-2. Or 3-1. No, it's 2-2. My goodness, the count is morphing all over the place. And now it is 3-2. My goodness, apologies for the confusion, folks. I try to cross-reference the outfield scoreboard with the one that we have operating here on our broadcast, and sometimes that gets me a little mixed up. That pitch is in the dirt. It's another walk. After striking out 6 consecutive batters, Cheklinski is now allowed 2 consecutive walks. Can she get back on track? Runners on first and second, and Stewart and Thang. Hadley Tompkins. She also walked, as I mentioned. And now, Cheklinski is behind 2-0. So suddenly, control becoming an issue here for the Connecticut pitcher. Can she find the zone, not only the literal zone, but also the figurative zone? Gets a called strike there on Tompkins. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. We know those free bases can be costly. But at the end of the day, because of how small this backstop is, you need a ball in play to score a run. 2-2 to Tompkins. Swing and a miss, and she goes down. First out of the inning for Cheklinski. It's an important one as well. It is her 9th strikeout. And it brings up Lennon Metlock. Metlock, I would say the Mets are a lock to win the NL East. Not betting advice, folks. That is not allowed. Pitch gets away. Both runners advance, so now Ella Thang is on third. Penny Stewart is on second. Metlock fouls that off. It's now 1-2. Metlock struck out in the first. She was the first strikeout of the game, and she's in danger of becoming the 10th. Here's the 1-2. High and outside. Massachusetts, with a base hit here, could take a considerable chunk out of this lead. Missing the zone once more is Cheklinski. It's now a full count once more. First base is open, but a walk would load him up. Swing and a miss. It's strike 3. And Metlock not happy with that result. Strikeout number 10 for Cheklinski, and she just keeps on tearing through this lineup. We've got a defensive conference here. I believe they're probably assessing this 2-on, 2-out situation, because I don't think there's really much reason to worry about Cheklinski. She has been rock solid out there in the pitching circle. I would comment on the quality of her defense, but there hasn't been much defense to play. Every batter has either struck out or walked. Talk about 3 true outcomes. Now, if the commentator curse were truly real, then Riley Singleton would hit a home run for the 3rd true outcome. I don't anticipate that happening, but who knows? Maybe I am that powerful. First pitch to Singleton skips into the catcher's mitt. Singleton's got this bright pink helmet, stands out quite a bit as she takes a hack at the low fastball, 1-1. Sun is beginning to set here in Staten Island. It's a beautiful summer evening. Very warm, no sign of rain whatsoever. That's much better than what we experienced yesterday. There was some downpour and some lightning as well. And it's a swing and a miss there once more from Riley Singleton. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. And that finds the corner for strike 3. So Riley Singleton gets out of the jam, strikes out the side once again. And Massachusetts still have no runs on the board. It's a 6-0 lead for Connecticut as we head to the bottom of the 4th. We will watch Connecticut attempt to build on their lead again right after this commercial break. PDF Sports. Connecticut back up a bat here at Great Kills Little League. They are already up by 6. They've scored in every inning so far. Will that continue? Only time will tell. Leading that effort will be Vivian Hayward, the second baseman. She grounds one to first. Holtzman picks it up, steps on the bag for the out. That's a big start for Milieu. Getting the first batter to ground out sets the stage for a positive inning. First pitch to Kinsley Persico is out of the zone for ball one. Now that ground ball was interesting because it actually started in foul territory. It bounced on the wrong side of the line, and then due to the spin that had been put on it from Hayward's bat, it came back into fair territory and resulted in a ground out. So luck not on Hayward's side on that occasion. I think they'll be able to live without it. 1-2 here from you. Missed the release point on that pitch. Two balls and two strikes. You right back at it, and this is looped just between the third baseman and shortstop. Talk about perfect location. And it's a searching single for Kinsley Persico. I had to double check my notes, folks, but that's only the fifth hit of the game for Connecticut. They've got more runs than they do hits. Persico advances on the first pitch. She's now on second base. Finding the outside corner is Yu. She's ahead on Sophia Arias. 0-2. Can she put her away? That pitch is low. Gets past Staples, and Persico will take another base. Seems as though the Massachusetts battery is paying the base runners no mind. 1-2. On the outside corner, strike three. So down goes Arias. It looks like maybe the Massachusetts fielders thought that was the third out. It was only the second. First pitch swinging for Bryn Fallon, and it's caught by the right fielder Doherty. Great defensive effort from Massachusetts there. And for the first time this game, Connecticut does not score in an inning. Great reception here for Doherty. She made an outstanding play there to rob Bryn Fallon of an RBI single. Still 6-0. Headed to the top of the fifth here on PDF Sports Network. Fifth inning here between Massachusetts and Connecticut. The home team is ahead. It would take a Herculean effort from Massachusetts to turn things around, but it's definitely possible. We've seen more than 6 runs scored in the span of 2 innings, plenty of times. But considering the way their offense has gone so far, there would need to be some considerable changes. Cheklinski is still cruising. Holtzman takes a cut. Comes up empty there for strike 2. Two-two delivery here. Swing and a miss. It's another strikeout for Cheklinski. That will bring up Elle Weber, the second baseman. She struck out swinging in the second. And she takes a big cut at that first pitch, 0-1. Weber is number 1. If Massachusetts were to lose this game, they would join Rhode Island and Vermont at 0-2. And as a reminder, Massachusetts will face off against Rhode Island on Monday. So one of those two teams will have a win by the time pool play is said and done. Two-two pitch from Cheklinski. And she gets Weber swinging at the high cheese. Strikeout number 13. I heard calls from the Massachusetts dugout saying, don't help her out, and I think that's sound advice. The last thing that Massachusetts batters need to do is swing at balls out of the strike zone. Now up is Milieu, the pitcher. Fouls off that low fastball. It's 1-1. Milieu has done admirable work in the pitching circle for Massachusetts. It's been rough going, but she has plenty to be proud of, including 6 strikeouts. I'm sorry, she's got 8 strikeouts. My count was not updated. Two-two count here. Cheklinski delivers just high. Wow. Good eye from Milieu holding off on that pitch. That looked appetizing. 3-2 here. It's outside, ball 4. Cheklinski slightly frustrated. It's a 2-out base runner for Massachusetts. Can they turn that into something? It will be up to Callista Doherty. First pitch to Doherty. Misses low, ball 1. Doherty struck out looking to end the second inning. She's trying to avoid ending the 5th. That pitch is low, gets past Trice. Advancing to second is Milieu. And now Massachusetts has a runner in scoring position. If Doherty can poke one into the outfield, Massachusetts can bring home their first run of the game. Cheklinski catches the top of the zone for strike 1. Still ahead in the count is Doherty. And Cheklinski misses there. And that's 3 balls, 1 strike. Again, Massachusetts will take anything they can get. Cheklinski misses again. Yu will take third, and Doherty will take first. So as dominant as Cheklinski has been, she has now issued 6 walks. Has yet to come back to bite her. But this is probably as close as she's been. She's checking her wristband. I'm not sure if she's got scouting reports on that thing. If she does, that's pretty remarkable. Very impressive coaching performance. This ball is grounded to the first baseman, and Gregory bobbles it. So what could have been the 3rd out is actually an E3. It's an unearned run for Massachusetts, and they are on the board. In to score is Milieu. And it just has to be that way, the way today is gone. Of course, it would be the pitcher to score the run. On second base stands Doherty. And now up to bat, it's Charlotte Staples. She takes a big cut there, swings and misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Staples, the catcher, struck out for the 2nd out in the 3rd. Fouls that one off down the right field line. So Cheklinski has faced a couple bumps in the road, but she's still got a 5-run cushion. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Fielded by Persico, and she will step on third base for the force out. And that is the end of the top of the fifth. Massachusetts plates their first run, but they've still got a 5-run gap to cover. Connecticut still ahead, but they're going to regroup and look to build upon their 5-run lead in the bottom half of the fifth. That will come up after this commercial break here on PDF Sports Network. Bottom of the fifth here at Great Kills Little League, where we are approaching the final few outs of the day. Massachusetts scored their first run of the game in the top half of this inning. They still trail 6-1. Connecticut, who were held scoreless in a frame for the first time in the bottom of the fourth, will look to respond here in the bottom of the fifth. Milieu, who scored that run for Massachusetts on an error by Connecticut's first baseman Riley Gregory, working quickly here in the pitcher's circle. She's behind 2-1. Misses outside there for ball 3. Up to bat is Skylar Usey. She doubled in the second. It was an RBI, ended up on third base. It brought home Sophia Arias. And just like that, she's down on strikes. So Usey's down for the first out of the inning. And we're back to the top of the lineup. It's Chloe Trice. My apologies. Usey was not out. She actually must have walked. Yes, that makes much more sense. Apologies, folks, for the lapse in focus. Trice chops that one foul. It's 1-1. So Skylar Usey ends up on second base. Chloe Trice with an RBI opportunity. Grounded to short by Trice, fielded cleanly by Metlock. Throw to first in time. Very close play. But Trice is indeed ruled out. Advancing to third on the play was Skylar Usey. Tapped along the third baseline by Callie Zayas, and there will be no play. In to score is Usey, and that is just about the shortest RBI you will ever see. An infield single by Callie Zayas. There's the response. Zayas now attempted to steal on the first pitch. She's safe, but my goodness, she was almost hit by that throw. Thank goodness that she wasn't. Instead, she reaches second safely. And Avery Cheklinski, opportunity to help herself out here. Fouls off that pitch, and she's behind 0-2. Cheklinski walked in the first, came around to score. Struck out swinging in the third. Pitch from Milieu was high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. 1 run scored. Cheklinski takes a big hack, fouls it back once more. It is now 7-1. Cheklinski taps one foul down the third baseline. It's a 6-run advantage for Connecticut. They can certainly widen that gap before all is said and done. You trying to prevent that from happening. Here's the 1-2. And that is popped sky high. Second baseman Weber underneath it. She can't make the catch. Advancing to third is Zayas. Cheglinski safe at first. And a tough moment there for L. Weber. Brings up Riley Gregory with runners at the corners. Gregory also walked and scored in the first. No, apologies. She struck out in the first, tripled. This time, Weber is able to make the catch. Second out of the inning. And now with 2 on and 2 out, it is Devin Duran. Devin Duran had an RBI ground out in the first inning and then struck out looking in the third. RBI opportunity once again for Duran. This time with 2 outs, so ground out won't do the trick. And it looks like we have a running substitution. It will be Riley Gregory on second instead of Cheglinski. I'm sure that that's similar to what we saw earlier today in the previous game. Just a substitution to allow the pitcher some rest and preparation time before she heads back to the pitching circle. Devin Durand will be hoping to give her a little bit more time if she can knock a base hit here. It would bring home at least 1 runner. Milieu behind 1-0 and now 2-0. Pitch gets by. Zayas takes a look down the base path and decides to retreat back to third base. Sun has now just about set and the lights are shining here. That pitch from Milieu gets a little bit too high over the head of Staples. It's 3-0. So Milieu got to find the strike zone here. Power her way through till the end of this 5th inning. That pitch is low, ball 4. So Devin Durand shows good patience. She gets a free base, and now with 2 outs, they're loaded up for Haley Hoggett. Hoggett is 2 for 2, a pair of RBI singles. So she can really round out a nice day at the plate here. A really great day at the plate if she can get another base hit. However, Milieu quickly ahead. After that swing and a miss, it's 0-2. 0-2 is in the dirt. This time, Zayas does go, and she's safe. So Zayas comes in to score. She's the 8th run of the game for Connecticut. And Massachusetts gets stuck in the mud a little bit here. And this is lined into the outfield for a base hit. It's in the left center field gap. That'll go all the way to the wall. Scoring from third is the pinch runner, Gregory. Scoring from second is Devin Durand. It's an RBI double for Haley Hoggett. What an impressive performance with the bat today from Hoggett. She's produced 4 runs on 3 hits. And she has reached base in every at-bat. Those are the second and third runs of this fifth inning. It is now 10-1. Bringing up Emelise Villa Alicia. Villa Alicia fouls that pitch down the right field line. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I should say that that was the third and fourth runs of this inning, not the second and third. Three-two pitch here from you. Knocked down by the first baseman Holtzman, and she won't get to the bag in time. So advancing to third is Hoggart. It's a single for Villa Alicia, and the inning continues. It was a great play initially from Holtzman to keep that ball in the infield. Definitely saved a run. But Mila Yu just cannot get out of the inning. This bottom of the fifth began with Skylar Usey. And now 8 batters have come to the plate. Vivian Hayward will be the 9th. That already makes this inning 1 batter more than the 8 that arrived to the plate in the first inning. Vivian Hayward is the only batter in Connecticut's lineup that has not reached base yet in this game. She struck out looking to end the first, and she grounded out to the first baseman Holtzman to lead off the fourth. 0-1 here. Fouls the 0-1 pitch back, and now Mila Yu 1 strike away from getting out of it. Here it is. And that is flied into shallow right. It's over the head of Weber. In to score is Haley Hoggett. Villa Alicia advances. And that will bring the game to a close. It's a run rule finish. Connecticut taking the 11-1 victory. A 5-run fifth puts an exclamation point on the game. A strong performance from Connecticut. They pick up their second win and improve to 2-0. They are now firmly in second place in the New England region. Massachusetts drops to 0-2. They now join Rhode Island and Vermont in that category. And I want to shout out Mila Yu. She worked hard and gave it her all in the pitching circle. I believe her stat line does not do her performance justice. But I will also shout out Avery Cheklinski, because even though she allowed a run, she still pitched a no-hitter. I was going to get into it in the top of the 6th, but we never even got there because of Connecticut's offense. So Avery Cheklinski with the second no-hitter of the day. Not often you see a no-hitter with a run scored for the team that was no-hit, but we had it here today. Many, many dominant pitching performances on display. It was a great day of softball. Loads of entertaining games, loads of dramatic finishes. And what a nice way to end Saturday, the pool play here at Great Kills Little League. Tomorrow, if weather permits, there will be a skills competition and a home run derby. There will also be attendance at the Staten Island Ferry Hawks, their beautiful stadium, right on the water. And then on Monday, pool play continues. After pool play is over, there will be regional tournaments, all concluding with the Eastern Regional Championship on Wednesday, where the eventual victor will be crowned and they will advance to the 10U Little League Softball World Series. All of that still to come on PDF Sports Network. But for now, we will say goodbye. My name is Aaron Cohen. I have had the pleasure of bringing you through every single game on this field throughout the day. And I will bid you a good night. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday evening.